Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Senang jumpa lagi dengan you guys. With me, Mr. Suyadina. In this video, I would like to explain how to face an examination for your thesis. Pada video kali ini pada channel Indonesian English TV, I would like to explain. I would like to give you tips how to face an examination for your thesis proposal. Oke, bagaimana kan biasanya kita para mahasiswa ini ketika akan menghadapi sebuah ujian skripsi, kita cemasnya tinggi dan juga persiapan kita mungkin kurang di sini. Oke, khusus in this channel for English department students, when you completed the third chapters for your writing thesis, so you need to move one step up, that is exam for your proposal. Oke, dalam menghadapi seminar proposal itu Anda tidak perlu ragu. Yang pertama dan yang paling utama, tentu Anda harus mempersiapkan diri tentang bab 1, bab 2, dan bab 3. Sebagaimana yang telah Anda jalani selama proses bimbingan dengan dosen pembimbing Anda. Dan di dalam video ini Anda bisa mempelajari sejumlah pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang dimungkinkan muncul oleh para penguji pada saat Anda menghadapi ujian skripsi. Tahu juga bahkan sejumlah pertanyaan lagi dari para pembimbing Anda. Biasanya untuk bahasa Inggris, prodi bahasa Inggris itu pembimbingnya ada dua, pembimbing satu dan pembimbing kedua. Kemudian pengujinya juga biasanya juga ada dua, penguji 1 dan penguji 2. Dan Anda tidak perlu merasa cemas dan merasa khawatir untuk menjawab semua pertanyaan itu, karena all the questions are related to what you have done and what you have read for preparing your thesis. Okay, first of all, you need to write that what have you need to be presented to the seminar is that the advisors give you chance in, maybe it depends on the institution where you have studied. Okay, for your presentation time, some of lecturers give you 15 minutes to present your thesis, yeah, to explain in detail chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. Okay, to prepare your presentation for chapter 1, what have you need to prepare all the questions related to the first chapter is related to why do you choose the title. Okay, why, when the examiners asking you about the reason why you choose the titles, you need to explain, you need to answer in detail why you choose the titles. You don't need to go around the bush without coming directly to the point, the answers. But of course, the explanations, detailed explanations are needed to make it sure that you really understand, that you really master with your own titles. Okay, and mostly the next questions, and what is the research questions for your thesis, and to make it sure about the systematic of writing thesis for Strata 1, you can watch also my video in my previous videos on Indonesian English TV, where I uploaded the videos about writing qualitative thesis, quantitative thesis. The next is mixed methods research. So you can watch again about the videos to make it sure about the design of your thesis, and you can follow the systematic of my video in there. And then lecturers or the examiners asking you about the research questions, and in some English study program in another universities, it is foremost with the formulation of the research and or research questions. Of course, you have to know about the research that you really want to do, okay? Because the research questions are the topics or the main things that you need to answer along with your conducting research till the end of your thesis. So, for example, the research questions is related about the implementation of best teaching strategies in senior high schools, maybe 10 grades. So you gonna do your research relates all about the implementation of English in better teaching strategies. And you do not go around the bush, you do not go everywhere. That's all related about the strategy in teaching. And to build up the theories, of course, you may write another strategies and compare to better teaching strategies. And the first question is the reason why you choose the titles. The second is the formulation of the research or the research questions that's becoming the core of your research. All the research you wanna do is related to the research questions, because you have to answer the research questions. And then another thing that question could be appear in your seminar examinations is about the designs of your research. The designs of your research, that you are free. Maybe the designs of your research is qualitative. You need to know more about the theory in qualitative research. And if it is about classroom action research, you need to read all the books, all the resources related to the classroom action research. They are actually different, yeah, in terms of designs of research. So in terms of you use the mixed methods research, of course you need to combine, where you have to collect the data in two kinds, in quantitative, and then you need to qualify the results by explaining the results. This mixed methods is the combination between quantitative research and qualitative research. And of course, the designs, you have to know, you have to master the designs. And of course, maybe some examiners will give you kind of snowball questions. Snowball questions means that the examiners will give you one question, but your answer will make another questions. And later, another answer will make another questions. That depends on the examiners that want you to answer the questions. And some others lecturers, of course, I believe that you know already about the characteristic of your own lectures in your institutions or in your university. And if you know that he is or she is one of a kind of a killer lecturers, of course, they will give you questions in the expression, in the facial expression that's really, really strange. That's, you do not be panicked facing that kind of lectures, because they just give you tests on your mentality when you face him or her in the situation of seminar proposal for your thesis. And you first, of course, you need to know, or maybe you have already known about the characteristic of the lecturers. And some other lecturers, some other examiners try to test you about another question, sometimes not doesn't have relations to your thesis proposal, but they only to know, but they only want to know about your mentalities when the questions are not related to the thesis. That's, maybe they're asking you about your hobby and whatever that they like to give you questions. That's, do not be panic. You just be easy, because some teachers there is actually they are your parents in the university. And do not be panic and do not be worried much. If you read your thesis, if you read your resources by yourself, and if you believe that there is no one writing on your thesis only for your own benefits, you pay some money for them, and then you just take the thesis ready without taking any knowledge inside of your thesis. So believe me, you can answer all the questions. First, do not be panic for facing the thesis proposal. First of all, you got to read from the beginning till the end. I repeat again, some questions that maybe appears in the exam. That's why do you choose the titles, and what is or what are the research questions or the formulation of the research of your thesis, and then what is the designs of your thesis, and probably some lecturers asking you about how will you collect the data for your research, and what kind of sampling you use for your data later. And you have to master all, and if you master, I believe you can pass the exams, and then you can continue to do your research. But please don't be panic, and while presenting your thesis using slides, of course you don't need to read in details your thesis. You just read the points of every chapter, and then after telling the points, you can explain without reading the text, without reading the thesis in details, because you just need to present the slides, not to read the thesis. If you read the thesis, this is not presentation, it's reading presentation. And also, I almost forgot to say about the references. Okay, listen, references is very, very important for educational writing like this. Okay, every resource that you took for your thesis, it should be written in your references. Some students are really careless. They write the names on the body text, on the body of your thesis, but you didn't write in references. And some of you write in the references, but there is nothing in the body text. And if you do this, this is very blatant that for the lecturers that you just taken from other resources without reading it. Knowing also here for Strata 1 in Indonesia, the references, minimum 25 references, consist of, for English department students, 80% the writers or the authors or the articles coming from another countries. Another 20% can be from Indonesians or our country's writers, articles, or the authors. That's 80% for foreigners, authors, and 20% for our country's experts. Okay, because you in English department students, it should be like that. It is minimum. It could be books, could be articles from the journals, could be anything else that really important for you to be taken to your enrichment of your thesis. And please be ready. And for any of the preparations for facing the results, exams for your thesis, I will have another videos. Please don't forget to subscribe in my channel, Indonesian English TV, for your enrichment resources for your English language. As the name says, that Indonesian English TV, this is the English of Indonesian styles. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, share to your friends, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.